Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The purpose of this video is to guide you through how to submit an assignment onto Schoology. So we know that we need to be doing our physical work into our notebook, and I've gone through another video that shows you how to take a picture of your physical work and putting that on OneNote. That is one aspect of your grade. However, and arguably more importantly, as far as your grade, you need to also be submitting that same assignment onto Schoology. So it is in Schoology where you're having the right answer really matters. On OneNote, it's just about showing me your work. Okay, they're both different grades, even though they are for the same assignment. And so with that in mind, let's go to Schoology. Because that is where we're going to be submitting. So anytime you have an assignment, uh, I'm going to use Wednesday as an example. Anytime you have an assignment, so here we have the lesson, or for most days, you're going to see that for that day on that folder, I will have assigned something like this. You're going to see a green puzzle piece with a pencil. This one, for example, says SB1-3, multiplying decimals. It tells you the page number as well as the numbers that have been assigned. And so you're going to want to click on that. And your settings, your view is going to look a little bit differently, obviously, because I'm a teacher, my view is going to be different. But yours is going to take you to something like this. It's going to tell you you've made a certain number of attempts out of however many attempts I'm giving you. In this case, it's like if I haven't even opened this up. You always want to click on Start New Attempt. And by now, you should have already done your work in your notebook. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to take those answers that you got in your notebook, and you're going to put them according to what it's asking for. For example, right here, the first question is actually asking about number 8 and the answer that you got for the apples. Now notice how the dollar sign's already there, so I'm just going to be putting the actual answer. And then for number 2, for the blueberries, I'm going to put just the answer. In the right way. Number 3, same thing. Number 4, we're still on number 8. And then finally, question 6 is number 9. It's asking for a dollar amount. Question 7, number 10, another dollar amount. 13A, 13B, and 15B, and 17B, etc. Once you put in all your answers, you want to click on Review Answers, in which case you would review all of your answers. Obviously, I don't have any answers provided. And finally, you hit Submit. Once you hit Submit, it's going to give you a grade. It's going to give you a score, if you will. Now, let's say that you wanted to improve that score, and that is something that unfortunately I cannot show you because I don't have access to the student view. However, if you went back into that assignment, if you went back into that same assignment Wednesday, and you had already done an attempt, then you would reach a screen that looks something like this, except that right here would say you have yet another attempt. And over here on the side, you would see something that says View Assessment. View with a, there we go, View Assessment in blue, and that would actually be in blue. And it would show your score somewhere around here in the middle for that attempt. Okay, so it would say your score, and then it would say View Assessment. Clicking on View Assessment would take you to the actual questions, and it would show you what you put and whether it was right or whether it was wrong, etc. Furthermore, so that's it. And so let's say that you started your quiz, or not your quiz, your attempt, and then you left. It should save on its own. However, when you come back, you would actually see something right here that would say Resume. And that would be right next to Start New Attempt, and you wouldn't see this here. You would see Resume right next to Start New Attempt. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen to me carefully. If you ever have the option to resume, please click Resume. Otherwise, if you click Start New Assessment Attempt at this point, it's going to completely cancel your previous attempt. It's going to turn it in as it is. If you only did half of it, then it's going to mark half of it wrong. If you only did 3 of them out of 20, it's going to mark all those 20 wrong. You cannot go back. You can't redo that anymore. You just started a new attempt. So always, if you have the option to resume, click Resume. Finish that one, submit that, and then once you do that, if you have another attempt, it will allow you to start a new attempt. Okay. Let's talk about how do you find these assignments? Because I know a lot of you guys have already fallen behind. We're supposed to be in SB 1-3, but you didn't do 1-1 or 1-2. How is there an easy way for you to just see a list of the assignments? Yes, there is. And again, I can't show you clearly what it is because my view looks very different than yours. However, you should have over here on the side tab somewhere on this side, you should have a tab that says grades or just grade. Okay, not gradebook. You're not going to have one that says gradebook, but yours should say grade. Okay, when you click on that, you're going to see something that says packet 1. Okay, packet 1 is going to be your math practice, the very first assignment that we got. It's going to be SB 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, and 1-5, which is coming on Thursday of the second week of school. Those 5 assignments make up packet 1. And next, you're going to see packet 1, you're going to see a list of all those assignments under gradebook. And then it's going to tell you the score that you got for each one of those assignments. If there's not a score, or the highest score they got for those assignments. If you don't have a score next to that, that means that you haven't done it. Okay, I'll talk more about that in class, but for now, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted this to be a short video. And so please be looking at the grades. Don't think that that's your grade for the class. That's not necessarily how I do grades, but that does show you what you got on that specific assignment. Okay, so if you've got a low grade, you can do the other attempts. If you don't have a grade at all, that means you haven't even done it. Okay, later on I'll explain to you how those packets work. But for now, I hope you found this video helpful, even though it was short.